So I'd like to talk a little bit more about these Yankees and Mets, since they're probably some of the more fascinating stories around baseball at this present juncture. Starting with the Yankees, well, obviously we can't trade Andujar really right now with his value at rock bottom, if we wanted to even. So that's going to be a conversation for next year. And you said it yourself with the lineup. Even if the lineup looks terrible on paper, if it works, can you really say it's a bad lineup? Honestly, I am amazed at the job that Aaron Boone is doing with what doesn't even amount to a B-string lineup at times, sometimes even a C-string. When you're getting an improbable performance out of career minor leaguer Gio Urshela, and when you're counting on key at-bats from past their prime guys like Cameron Maybin and Kendrys Morales, and still getting some life out of them. Honestly, if the Yankees get into the postseason and Boone does not win the Manager of the Year award, I will be honestly shocked, because he is doing such a great job with one of the worst hands to be dealt in to start a season. Sure, some of these guys are going to be coming back soon. Giancarlo Stanton is starting his rehab assignment. Didi Gregorius seems to be further along than everyone thought. But it doesn't matter if they came back and the team was 500, a few games below 500. But they're winning the division at the moment, which is scarily good to say the least. So I can't wait to see what happens when the Yankees are healthy. And more importantly, what do they do with all these great guys in the lineup that right now, once the guys that they're filling in for come back? Because at the rate you're going, you're not going to bench Gio Urshela, you're not going to bench Thairo Estrada. So where are you going to put them once Troy Tulowitzki, Giancarlo Stanton, and Aaron Judge et al. Will be back? Now for a bit of a different conversation, and we're going to be switching from the Bronx to the Queens and talk about the Mets. And oh boy, the Mets. To say that the season has been trying so far would be sugarcoating it, unfortunately. While the offense has, in some sense, been more or less as billed, even with Cano being off, we have performances from Ahmed Rosario and definitely Pete Alonso that have exceeded expectations. Several other things have gone wrong. Namely, that Steven Matz and Jacob deGrom are the only pitchers on the starting staff with an ERA below 4. And it's only just. Coming into this year, I would have said, give me deGrom, give me Syndergaard, give me Matz, that what I can build a franchise around. And it hasn't been the case this season. Additionally, some other issues cropping up. I praised Ahmed Rosario's offense, but his defense has been more than a little wanting. And then Robinson Cano, oh boy. It's been a couple days since Robinson Cano didn't leg out. Even as a Yankee fan, when we knew that Robinson Cano was not a hustling person, he at least ran out to the lines. He never just gave himself up like that. And for that, I kind of fault the coaches for not constantly pressuring him to be doing that. I know he's a veteran on this team, but he shouldn't get special treatment or work any differently than someone trying to crack the roster. So when they say that Mickey Callaway is on the hot seat, I would say very much so on the hot seat if he's not able to enforce player conduct like that. Now, do I think Mickey Callaway is doing a bad job and should be fired? No. Like Aaron Boone, he's been dealt with a bad hand at the moment. Unlike Aaron Boone, some of the moves have not panned out in terms of replacements, actual starters, in the same way. Will it get better for the Mets? Well, it could, considering the amount of parity in the National League East, but it's getting late early, as they say. And even more so for Callaway. I don't know, maybe Joe Girardi can manage the Mets and bring them back to prominence. I don't know. We'll have to see. But that's all I'm going to say for today, so I will catch you guys next time.